way quicker on iMovie and on any video editing platform. So stay tuned. Yes, Nick here, and as I say, on this video, I want to share with you 3 of my best hacks for increasing your productivity and actually getting your video editing done way quicker than you ever thought possible. We know what it's like. We go and shoot a video, you're all excited, you want to get it up on YouTube or you want to share it on Facebook, but you've now got the pain of, the pain is real, the pain of actually bringing your video into some editing software, cutting all the rubbish out and trying to make it into a decent video. Lighting, beautiful, titles, effects, you name it, the list is long. So anything you can do to make that quicker has got to be good, right? So if you're watching, do shout something in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if there's anything that that you're excited to hear. So before I do anything, and none that I always love to see, yeah, it's my great friend KM Robinson. Whoa, nice to see you. Excited for these tips. I'm excited to share them with you as well. So let's dive in with tip number 1. And I got it up on the board there. It is structure. Now, any video, no matter what you do, even big Hollywood movies, they have structure to them. And you need to think about the structure of your video before you actually start to shoot it. Even down to, and I've got an example lined up, even down to just a talking heads video. Now, if you're anything like me, I am atrocious at learning a script. I'm terrible. You know, I'm not that much better going live. But we have a script, and I can do maybe 1 or 2 sentences. If I'm lucky, I can get a paragraph in. But the best thing to do is actually structure it so that you know, right, okay, read that sentence, read that paragraph, read that sentence, and just cut them into little things. You know, in a big movie, you'd have great storyboards about what's going to happen. So this is a very similar thing. So basically, it's just cutting it down into little structured pieces, and that will make editing way easier, especially if you always do it and always the last take. Don't stop until you get a take which you think is perfect. Only when you think it's good, then you move on, because that will save you a ton of time in the editing room. Okay, now, so that was tip number 1. Tip number 2 is edit from back to front. Now, this is like kind of counterintuitive, I know. Have you ever heard of the phrase, start with the end in mind? Well, this is kind of like start at the end. So it's not in your mind, but it's just start at the end. And the reason for that is because you have already got your best clips at the end if you've done tip 1. Let me have a little, let me show you what I mean. I've got a little, let me take this, here we go. Right, so this is in iMovie, but as I say, it's all the same for everything. Let me chuck myself down in the screen as well. Ooh, other way around. That's better. Okay, now you can see. Yeah, sorry, KM, you're so right. Structure is so important. It just saves us a ton of time if you've got the structure. It is so true. We've got Helena on as well. I'm on number 2. Oh, thank you, Helena. That is so lovely. Lovely to see you join in as well. So anyway, tip 2, edit from back to front. And here we are. Look, this was a this is in my iMovie, and we've got lots of little clips from the library. This is a filming day. We had loads of people come in, and they were all filming little elements of landing pages and videos for their websites, and they were taking it in turns to go through. Now, as you can see, we've got lots of different clips, but the thing is, I know that Andy here, he had several takes, but the last 2 were his best 2. Same here. So we've got these ones. And Michelle down at the bottom there, she took an awful lot. But where you'd normally have all your clips just dropped into the timeline, you don't need to do that. So we're going to take them all out. So I know that, okay, the last one of Andy's was his absolute best, so that one will go in there. And that was hers. So just drop the ones that we actually need in the timeline. You get the idea. Let's just, for the sake of long, let's just have those two. So now what we're doing is we're going from back to front. So we've taken our end ones and now we're just editing, going back to front. So that's what I mean by that. Now the other thing that people want to do all the time is they want to put their effects on as they're doing it. So for example, let's get back to Michelle here. You know, the temptation is, they're all in front of the green screen. So the temptation is to edit and cut and take the green screen effects in that one little clip. But actually, no, you want to focus on the content. Focus on the content first. And then you can actually put on all the other little bits and pieces. So the tip number 3 is create your video and then do the color corrections, do the green screens. Have it all done properly first time, and that'll be way quicker. The big reason for that is that video is a chunky medium, and it takes up a lot of processing, because every time you're backwards and forwards on your timeline, every time you're putting in another effect on another little clip, that is taking up processing space, and that is when your computer, I've experienced it many times, your computer slows and slows and slows and slows. So that then takes your time as well, because you're sitting around waiting. You have, on a Mac, you have the spinning wheel of death, I think it's called, while you're just waiting for stuff to process on. So let's just recap quickly. So the first one is structure. Always think about what it is you're going to film. Have it structured, even down to just a talking head. Just know what it is you want to say. As I say, I always have to write things down because I can never remember them. If you can see my screen now, Post-it notes abound, because I haven't been able to do my script cut and paste like I like to. The joys of live streaming. Okay, second, start with the end in mind. Yeah, start back to front. Always go backwards. It is just such an easy thing to do, and you're going to save a ton of time by always picking up your best parts. And number 3, oh, sorry, Helena. And number 3, oh yes, thank you, Ken. Yeah, processing. That's the thing. Processing technique. It can slow you up. It really can slow you up, and it then gets boring. And so last is, yeah, create it first, effects last. I know the most fun is to do the effects, but that's the one thing you actually want to do right at the end, because it's a world of pain if you start doing them while you're just piecing together all the video. So guys, that is it. Those were the 3 tips. As I say, not just for iMovie, that applies to anything. And this is now going to be part of a series of videos where we'll be sharing you with lots of different tips and tricks. I'll try and keep them to 3, so it's a nice short video. If you do like this video, please do share it, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell notification at the bottom. That way you'll get reminded every time we go live or put up some content that I'm sure you're going to enjoy. Anyway, there you go. That's it. First video out the way and done for the Get Clients with Video TV channel. Plenty more to come. Have an amazing day.